Okay, here I am again, and now it's still in landscape. Sometimes I don't know why that happens, that it switches like that, but I'm back, and I'm just gonna wait to see if some more people arrive. Now it just all of a sudden switched again. So if it's gonna keep switching like this, I'm not sure how I can get it to stop doing that. So if you're here, if you just send me a comment, I'll be glad to answer. And I'm going to start in just a few seconds. And we'll just go with the little view today, because I don't know what else to do about it. Oh, there we are. We're back. Okay. So today, I'm going to show you how to make this box and a bag. It's just this cute little box with a bag that fits into it, so it sits up so nicely. This has been around for a long time. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 18 years now, and this was around when I first started, but it's been a while since I've demonstrated how to make one. I used the new Fields and Flowers DSP, which is free with a $50 order during the celebration, just because I love the flowers and how bright they look on the background with it being black. So here we go. So I'm going to put all the measurements in the post after I post the video after the live, but I'll just go over with them while I'm talking today. So these are what you're going to need. You're going to need a 3 5/8 square of cardstock that coordinates with your DSP. You're going to need a 6 by 9 inch piece of DSP. And then I have 10 inches. I use the ribbon from the, let me check, I know it's from the Art Gallery collection. So, and that's 10 inches. You would need more if you're going to tie a bow, but I'm not going to attempt to tie a bow today with my nails. So we're going to take the 3 5/8 by 3 5/8 square. And we're going to put it in our scoring board and get our score. And we are going to score at 3/4 of an inch on each side. If you hear chewing in the background, it's my puppy Herbie. He's chewing on his bone today, and sometimes it can get very loud. But better he's chewing on a bone than my wall like he did a couple of weeks ago. Ah, we don't want that to happen, do we? Okay, so as long as I have my scoring pad out here, I'm going to score the DSP. So first I'm going to put in, I'm thinking now, I'm going to put in the short side at the top. Let me just say I've lost the video on my laptop. I don't know if you've lost the video, but if you have, I'm going to post this later anyway. Okay, so you have the short side up at the top, and I'm going to score it at 2 inches. Now I'm going to turn it over and put it in this way, and I'm going to score every 2 inches. So I'm going to score it, and just to this line, I don't know if you can see it, but just to the line that I just scored, not all the way down, just to this line. So I'm going to say 2, 4, 6. Now with this 8, I'm going to go all the way to the bottom because I need a tab to put the bag together. So that one's going to go all the way down. Now that should be all the scoring that we need to do for today. So next we're going to take our bone folder and we're just going to crease all our folds so that they fold much easier when we get ready to make the box and the bag. This is going to be our tab. We don't have to fold each one of these little ones because that's going to make the bottom. Then we're going to take our box and we're going to do the same thing. So if you can break the fibers of the paper a little bit, it'll be much easier to make our folds. Now I'm going to, these are going to be the tabs, so I need to cut those. Now, here's a hint, if you want your tabs to go together nicely, you cut down the score line, and then you come right next to it. You don't want to make it very big, and then you make like a V cut. Can you see that? So that it will look like that, and then you're going to make a V cut over here. That just helps it when you go to fold it together. So that's what I'm going to do on each one of these corners. Cut down on the score line, make a V, and then make a little V up here. It's just enough so that it just goes together so much smoother when you do this. Cut down, make a little V, make a little V up here, just enough to give you a little space. Okay, get rid of this. And so now I'm going to use you don't want to use regular Stampin' Seal because it's not really strong enough when you're going to fold and have a lot of different pressure trying to make it pop back open. So I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus. Now you can also use our stick and tear tape. Actually, I can't remember what, it's something like that. But now mine's going to look pretty bad because my puppy Herbie got a hold of it and chewed out the cardboard circle in the middle. But this is our tear and stick tape, and it works great too for these boxes. But since this is kind of all messed up and I haven't had time to order another one, we're going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus. So I'm just going to go and I'm just going to put a little piece on the tabs so that when I fold them in, they will be ready to go. Now it's just a matter of folding this in, lining this up to make a square, fold this in, line it up, fold this one in, and line it up, and fold this one in, maybe. Oh, I still have my V on there. And fold it in. I just want to go around and be sure that they're all together. Okay, so there is our box. Now we're going to work on our bag. So we're going to work at the bottom. I know that these lines are really hard to see. They're really hard for me to see here, and I can imagine they're just as hard on the video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this small rectangle completely out because I do not need it for the bottom of the bag. And then I'm just going to cut the score line up to the next score line. And we're going to have 4 flaps to make the bottom. This is so easy. You'll just be making them right and left. And like I said, I'll put all the measurements up in the post after I finish the live. So now I have 4 flaps, 1 tab. So what I'm going to do is I want you to decide which side you want to be on the outside, which side the inside. I've decided I want this to be my outside of the bag. So I'm going to lay it down like this. I'm going to fold this down. I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm going to roll. I might put 2 here just to be safe. And then I'm going to take this, and I'm going to lay it over and match it all up. Okay, so now I've got that all matched up. And that's going to be the back, this is going to be the back of my box. So I'm going to take the back of my box and the front of my box and fold those down. And then I'm going to take some more Stampin' Seal Plus, put it here, fold this piece down. Well, you know, I'm trying to be so fast I'm not lining it up good. I'll try to do better with this one. And then a little more Stampin' Seal Plus on this side, and then fold this one down. And then to be sure that you have it real good, you can take your bone folder and you can kind of squish it back and forth on the bottom to be sure that you get a good seal. So now, what we want to do is eventually we're going to get this to fit in here, so we're going to take this like this and kind of squeeze it in, so that we have the square bottom and a squished top, and then it's going to fit in there. So the last step, or close to the last step, is to take our decorative punch here. I just love this one. You can do the decorative corner, you can round corners, or you can punch ovals. And ovals are so much easier to get your ribbon through than circles. Now the thing is that this is pretty long, so you're going to have to be sure that you fit your bag all the way into the top, all the way till it can't go anymore. And you have to have it on the oval side, not the decorative side. There we go. That would have been a mess. So now I'm going to push it there all the way up to these little tabs that you might not be able to see on the video, but they're right there. So, and then I'm going to punch. Okay, so see why I have to be so careful? It is pretty close to the top. Then I'm going to take this side and I'm going to push it again all the way to the tabs. And now I have 2 holes. I've cut my ribbon at 10 inches, and that's because I'm just going to tie a knot. I'm not going to even attempt to try to tie a bow today with, I haven't gotten good enough at bows to do them on video yet. It takes me a while when I'm not on video. I can't imagine trying to do them on video. So I've cut these kind of at an angle so that they're easier to get through these ovals. Except for when you want them to. There we go. One side. And then the other side. And I put this, you know, always remember your seam is going to be the back of your bag. So now I have them even, and I am just going to tie a little knot here. First I'm going to see if there's any comments or anything, if anybody has any questions. Well, I didn't even get to see everybody that was here. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Anna. Hi, Jody. I'm so glad you could join me today. And yes, Jody, my scoring board does have numbers at the top. I know it's kind of hard to see in this light because maybe if I hold it like this, then the glare from the window. But it has numbers up here. It also has numbers on the side. So you could really, you know, score and then score without moving your paper. I just find it easier to show people to turn the paper. Or you could do it this way, but this is much easier. And then it also comes with a scoring tool with a small side and a big side. Well, tell Sophie Kingston and May I say hi, Marianne. Okay. So, let's finish with our, oh, this is the finished one. Okay, so now, and I want to tell you that this is one of our new in colors, Just Jade, and I just think it's the prettiest color. So we're going to put a little bit of our stamp and seal at the bottom, just to hold the bag there in place. We're going to get our square line, oops. We're going to get our square lined up. Maybe. Sometimes you have to squish it a little bit because you know I did say I messed up on that one side. So I might have to trim a little. My fault for being in a hurry on the video. Okay, so now you can kind of play with your bag to get it looking correct. But there you go. And then you would just put your little goodies in there and tie a knot. You can add a tag to the front. I just find these, you know, perhaps somebody did something nice and you just want to give them a few Reese's peanut butter cups or some Lindor chocolate, something like that. This would be a great way to give them their gift. And you can put a little thank you tag right here. So I would tie this knot, then I would trim the edges, and I will be done with the bag in a box. There we go. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that it all went well for you. I know that my video on my laptop kept freezing, but that's probably because I'm trying to run my phone and my laptop with my internet, and it's just not very good. Okay, you guys, have a great day. Love you all. Bye.